Alright, test, test. Hello, hello. Okay, hey, it's finally working. I think. Having some audio issues. Trying to set this up. It's supposed to go live a while ago, but I'm just getting to it now. So, be a sec. Well, I hope everyone's doing well. You can hear me furiously typing. I'm fighting with the computer right now. But I think we're ready to go. I'm going to say we are. So, hi everyone. Welcome to a live stream of Super Smash Bros. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate for the Nintendo Switch. Let's play it. So we're going to check out Sora today. So, yeah, so kind of something like we've done for previous new character streams in Smash Bros. Every time a new character comes out, like to check them out, give them a bit of first impressions. Sora's been out for a bit, but this is the first chance I'm getting to try him out. So, real excited. We can skip the intro. Sora joins the battle. I always take a screenshot. It's my little tradition here. I'm always taking a little screenshot whenever a new character comes in. It's a little lame, but it's okay. It's mine. But there he is. There's Sora, the character everyone said it was never going to happen. It happened. It's kind of a bit of a monumental occasion. Like the last DLC character, the last fighter for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Maybe, like, for Smash Bros. As a whole, we don't know what the future is going to be. Like, it's kind of hard to predict what they'll want to do with the next one. But it is kind of... it's hard to imagine them having as many characters again. So yeah, Sora. Might be it for a while. New stage added, new music added, an upcoming event, version 13.0. Oh, neat! I didn't know that. I don't have Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory, but good to know that if I do get it, I get an extra song. Yeah, I already got Sora. I got them all. I don't have any of these. Excuse me. Yeah. A frog in my throat. I don't have any of these. I do want the Doomslayer one, though. Like, I'm pretty picky about the Mii costumes. I don't buy them all. But the Doomslayer costume is pretty sick. I might buy that one at some point. Okay. Then we get to the game. Alright, so my buddy Milo should be joining pretty soon, so what I'll do is open a battle arena. I'll leave it public in case anyone wants to join. We'll call it LCG Sora. So creative. The password will be 1664. So I'm just dropping this into the chat here. That is not my PIN number to a bank account, in case you're wondering. Sure. There we go. Alright, so we're going to give... I know Neil is going to hop on. I don't know if anyone else will. But, yeah, I'm going to give him half a second. I just sent him a message. It shouldn't be too long. And, yeah. Hope everyone's having a pleasant evening. I don't want to be mute too. But yeah, wanted to start the stream a little bit earlier, but was having a whole bunch of kind of technical issues, so it's kind of nice to move past it. So while we wait, let's take a second to admire the complete character roster. Everyone is here. Every single fighter you can want. And like, comparing that to like Smash 4, which has like what 3 or 4 rows, like there's so many characters. Like starting at Inkling, really, don't got the new fighters, they just added in more. There was like a few up here like Dark Samus, but wow, that's like I don't know who's missing at this point, if you know what I mean. Like it's kind of like this feels more or less complete. Obviously, like there's always going to be characters like, oh, I wish they would have made it in. Like it would have been nice to. I know. I've always wanted Gino ever since the rumors from Brawl. That's like that would have been my dream character to still get in here, but oh well. I mean, he's been in one game. It's not the end of the world. But yeah, like looking at them all kind of laid out this way, like Banjo and Kazooie, that's a big dream character for me that got in. I know it's Salt, but I like Byleth. Well, I like female Byleth. I love Three Houses. Fire Emblem is one of my favorite series, so I was happy to see Byleth get in, but I know that was pretty salty for a lot of people. Pyra and Mithra were my most requested character, most hoped for characters before the DLC, or while the DLC was coming out. So to see them get in, absolutely, like I'm a gigantic Xenoblade fan, so to see them get in, that was great. And now Sora's here, and kind of puts a nice, pretty little bow on it. It's a really good character to cap it off. Kind of feels like all the big names are here, pretty much. Anyone you could want. The only... I don't know if it's a disappointment, but one of the things that's kind of like... I guess it's like the one thing that feels like it's missing is a Sony character. I know it's kind of like... That's a bit pie in the sky, but there's Microsoft characters in here. Like, Banjo and Kazooie, Rare has that history with Nintendo. Steve, Minecraft has that history with Nintendo. So, like, which Sony character could it have been? It's a bit harder to, like, try to figure that out. But it just kind of feels like, Microsoft is represented here. Where's Sony at? But I guess you could say, like, Final Fantasy VII, which is a PlayStation Megaton game, is well represented here. So, yeah, that's just a quick little thought on the DLC. But yeah, like all the DLC characters are great. Like Joker, what a way to like kick it off. Like, I think going into Smash Ultimate's DLC, my impression was that it was going to kind of be like along the same lines of Smash 4's, where it was, big name characters sprinkled in with kind of, like Nintendo characters. Like you had Cloud and Bayonetta in there, which were a bit more wild. But like Ryu, yeah, okay, Ryu makes sense. He should be in this game. But Joker kind of got like the ball rolling as like, you can expect anyone. It could be literally anyone. Dragon Quest is absolutely massive. it's a series that I sadly don't have much of a history with, but like I appreciate its inclusion. Like from a history point of view, like it was one of the original RPGs, JRPGs from back in the day, and it definitely needs representation. It's nice to see it here. Banjo and Kazooie, obviously, that rare history is here. A big part of like the N64 era. Like they might not be Nintendo characters, but they feel Nintendo. Terry and the SNK legacy is really interesting because it's not a legacy that you really associate with Nintendo a lot, but like the King of Fighters games have been with Nintendo for a long time, like on the Super Nintendo. Probably wasn't the best way to play those games, but SNK and Nintendo go way back, and it makes sense. Byleth and Min, their first party, newer characters too, so it's kind of nice to see like, hey, here are characters that debuted in the last 3-4 years. Oh god, almost 5 years from Min get into the game, which is great. Steve and Alex. I always have to point out that Alex is a character in Smash Brothers because that's my name. And I guess Zombie and Enderman are, I mean, they kind of, in my mind, they kind of represent all of indie gaming in Smash Bros. It's like if there's a rep for indie games, it's Steve. I know that's kind of like a broad umbrella to put them all under, but yeah, like who else? Like for indie games, I guess Shovel Knight may have been, but like Shovel Knight and Minecraft aren't really like. There's way more Minecraft players than there are Shovel Knight players. Sephiroth is great to see. Smash. If like looking at the roster as a whole, like laid out like this, it would have been nice to see. I think more villains overall, like maybe one or two more. But Sephiroth is kind of like he's like the only RPG villain, if that makes sense, which kind of fills in a nice little niche for him. Pyra and Mithra, I love these guys. They're so great. They're one of my favorite characters. Then you've got Kazuya, which Tekken, like you had two Street Fighter reps already. You had Terry. So when it comes to like fighting games, it was like, of course you needed a Tekken rep. Like Tekken is just as big as any fighting game franchise. Hey Nilo, I see you in chat. Yeah, Sans has a costume too for indie games. Yeah, Sans is and Cuphead too has a costume too. But yeah, Kazuya, like get that Tekken rep in. Love the suit as well. And now we've got Sora. Sora kind of feels like this is the impossible dream come true. Like it was like it was always a highly requested character that was just always never going to get in, and well, here he is. So there's my little retrospective on the Smash DLC. Could go through every character, but that would be a really long stream and no one would like it. But yeah, it's been a wild ride. I mean, like the Joker came out. I mean, in the before times, in like pre-pandemic was when Joker was announced and revealed, and Smash DLC's been with us since then, and now it's over. It's wrapped up. So yeah. So let's get into it. I guess on that note, like let's get going. So Sora, oh yeah, he's got his costume. Let's look at his costumes real quick. So okay, so I know that these are all from different Kingdom Hearts games, and they like represent like different forms. I've played one Kingdom Hearts game. I'm not gonna like for as much as I respect Sora as a character, I have never really gotten into Kingdom Hearts games, so I don't really have a whole lot of like background, like my personal history with Sora. But I do like that his costumes all have like a different pose, which is kind of nice. So here he is in a dark blazer, a red hoodie, a dark and red hoodie, looking stoic. So this one, I like this one. It's kind of like the old, like Walt Disney cartoons from like the 1930s. I really like this one. I think this will be my favorite Sora costume. Here is a red shirt and a blue shirt, which I'm pretty sure is a reference to another Kingdom Hearts character. I can't tell. Oh, and there's a white one too. There you go. There's Sora. And yes, Neil. So Piranha Plant's also a DLC character. So my thoughts on Piranha Plant as a DLC character. Well, he was the pre-order. It was. I couldn't tell you. Its gender. I don't think it has one. But it was the like the pre-order bonus. Like, oh, you got the game early. Was it the pre-order bonus or was it? Yeah, it was the pre-order bonus. It wasn't the because to get when you bought the first wave of DLC, you got a Mii costume out of it. I think for Link's ancient armor. But yeah, Piranha Plant kind of felt like that. Like here's a little gift. Like it's not going to get people really riled up, and like it's not. I mean, Piranha Plant is not Sephiroth. It's not Sora. It's a generic Mario enemy, but it's kind of like anything goes. We'll do anything, and we'll get these characters. And I like that. I like that Smash isn't just the biggest names. Like you've got Piranha Plant. Duck Hunt is a random character, I guess, to go back from. You've got random Pokemon. Yeah, it doesn't all have to be a superstar, which is I like. Anyway, let's play some actual Smashing Brothers. Hi, Nilo. Welcome. Oh, just gotta make sure the stage is Sora's stage. Let's check it out. So this is okay. Real quick, this is gonna drive me insane for the rest of this game's time. Are these like 3 empty spots? Like. Can't you find 3 old levels that aren't in the game yet and just put them in and fill this? It's gonna drive me nuts. Hollow Bastion. That's where we're going. So I have never played as Sora. This is a brand new experience for me. I'm blue here. Like I watched the Smash. Oh, we're in ARMS. Okay. I watched the Smash presentation, so I kind of have an idea. So I hear he is very floaty. Whew. He like that landing animation is weird. It's like he's falling like all the time. That is bizarre. It's like he has a delayed jump. I don't really know how to explain it. That's gonna take some getting used to. Alright. Wow, just he doesn't. Wow, that's a weird crawl animation. So he has a counter. He's got that, and that's his upbeat. Okay, so that hits like kind of like Pikachu's 3 times. Okay. Down B's a counter. Oh, that I like. Okay, I like this one. His down A, where he just kind of spins himself downwards. That has a nice little bit of range. So that was fun. His aerial game is going to be really good, or is already really good. Okay, so B, and yeah, these cycle through automatically. So his combo game is going to be pretty good, because he looks like he rolls into one move pretty easily. No. His jump animation, like, I don't know if it's the animation or the actual, like, physics on his jump. They're just bizarre to me. That'll take me some getting used to. But I love it, like, how he can just... Oh, yeah, we got Final Smash, though. Oh, wow. I did not expect that to hit. I had no idea that would hit. He's a very interesting character. Like, I can't compare him to. I can't think of anyone I can compare him to, at least. Here's his famous final smash. That was neat. Oh, I want to do it. Oh, that was pure greed. I apologize for that to myself. Oh, what was that? Or was it? Oh, that was the level. Okay. It's so weird. He kind of reminds me of Jigglypuff. Just the way, like, it's like air hits, air hits, air hits. It's bizarre. Like, it almost feels like there's lag when he jumps, and you're gonna have to get used to that. Also, I've always made this argument that the Keyblade isn't the sword. And I mean, I say that not having played the games, but it's like it's a club. So, my first thought is he doesn't feel like the sword fighters. Yeah, I think that ends me here. GG. Let's see if I can hit these. Oh, tried. It's strange. I can't define his it's his second jump that kind of weirds me out a little bit. Oh, here we are in Hollow Bastion. It's pretty. It is a little disappointing that they couldn't get any Disney stuff in here, because it's so core to Kingdom Hearts, right? Like that's what it is. It was Disney. Wow, that's a pretty good single jump. It's Disney and Square Enix getting together and making this game, and for there not to be any Disney representation at all just feels missing, I guess. But them licensing fees. I don't know how I feel about his just neutral B that just kind of cycles through. I kind of like. It's kind of like reminds me a little bit of Joker, where you just don't really know what you're gonna have. And I don't know. I kind of like knowing what I'm gonna have. Okay, that was really cool. I love it. All right, never mind. I love this move. That was perfect. Oh, I was trying to counter. I don't think I've landed this counter yet. Which, of course, another sword fighter when a counter. Hey, we both got it at the same time. Oh, close. This level looks gorgeous. Like, really. Tried. I have no idea what's about to happen. Oh yeah, this is like this pretty art that's in the background. This is where I wanted like Goofy to show up because it's so Kingdom Hearts. But I mean, that background is jaw-dropping, gorgeous. So fans of Kingdom Hearts, I'm sure, and I mean, you guys probably saw the reaction online. Like, nuts! Like here's the ultimate dream character, right? I wonder if that, because the keyway stays open, I wonder if like someone can fall into that. Oh. He's running away with it here. There it is. Good game. I like how that little Mickey Mouse head emblem is the only thing Disney they were able to sneak into this game. Back to arms. Must be Mila's set stage, I guess. Hey, I landed it finally. Not a very powerful counter. It's not like I think Shulk's is one of the more powerful ones. I think I could be wrong. I don't. It was in Smash 4. I don't play Shulk. I don't like what they did to Shulk in this game. But Smash 4 was the more defensive one compared to Ultimate, and in 4 I would play Shulk all the time as one of my mains. And this one I barely use him. He's just not kind of well suited for how I like to play Ultimate, which is a much more fast-paced and aggressive game than 4 was. So Sora's shoes look like clown shoes. What's like? Is it normal for me to be bothered by that? I don't like his shoes. Again, I'm not big on the Kingdom Hearts lore. I would love to play the Kingdom Hearts. It's one of those games I'm always like, after this or after this game, and then I just never like. I love his down A. That's a really good move. He's got the same running animation as Cloud. Oh! I think that's like at the edge of where that would land. That thunder attack hits way more than you would think. Like it hits way further. Wow, no, that's wrong one. Oh, does it reflect? I guess that makes sense if he has a reflect. Years of playing as Lucina. Jump into a counter. The freeze one, I haven't run into a situation yet where I'm like, this is very useful. Oh. That's like in Revenge of the Sith, where they're just waving their lightsabers at each other. Ah, these jump pads. Good game. I like it when they were showing like screenshots of like Sora, or like even trailers of like Sora with like other Smash characters, and everyone's reaction was like, "This looks fake." Like this looks like the mock-ups we've been looking at since Brawl, basically, of Sora in Smash Brothers. So it's interesting that I didn't roll through that because I was rolling, but I still got hit. So there's a his this move has a oh no sorry the side A has a pretty good reach. Oh. That's pretty good. Throw down and then up into an up A. It does decent damage. Ow. Oh, right in the foot. Because of the big shoes. Okay. I thought I had more. I thought I'd get more airtime on that that up A or recovery. Oh, that is a risky spike to go for. His recovery is good. It's like somewhere between good and okay. If that makes sense. Like sideways, you can make a lot of ground up that way. Oh, I think that's it. Oh, then this is it. Oh, just say back off. That's what it says. Oh, the bottom of the level goes transparent there. That's a bit just weird to look at. Hey, I landed it. Wow. There it is. Good game. Oh, I wanted to, oh yeah, next match I'm going to remember to change to Steamboat Sora. Same idea. Yeah. So far, my impressions are quite. Yeah, I'm having fun. I quite like playing as Sora. I kind of have a. I mean, it's like what 5 matches in. I'm not like, oh well, yeah, I'm definitely going to main or not main this character, but not bad. Pretty fun. Definitely has. I want to say like really pronounced strengths and really pronounced weaknesses. His air game is really good, especially like his combo game is really, really good. He's got fairly decent spikes. I do find though that I have not survived over 108 damage, so he tends to go flying pretty easily. And his attacks don't do like an insane amount of damage. But like just oh, his juggling ability is pretty good. So. Oh, forgot. I wanted to use the fireball, not that. Could decline the final smash. Like I like how he jumps into most of his moves. Which is pretty good for comboing because you're there, you're always in your opponent's face with it. So. Hey. Oh no! Bad luck. It's funny, I remember the night before the announcement, being the giant nerd that I am, I'm just going to switch costumes. I want to be Steamboat Sora. The night before the announcement, I was there and I was like, oh, like, who could they show? Who could they show off? And obviously Sora was crazy popular online. Everyone on like Twitter and everything was like, oh, Sora, it'll be Sora. And I remember thinking, I was like, oh, I don't think it will be. It's too on the nose. And then the trailer started, and my first thought it was that it was going to be Dark Souls, like it would be Solaire. Oh, that's a great costume. Because like you've got it looks like a bonfire, right? Like you got the fire just kind of like on the ground where Mario goes, and I'm like, it's Dark Souls, like they're, which in hindsight like would have been kind of a weird way to wrap it up, but anyway, I was like, yeah, here's Dark Souls, and then you see the Keyblade, and it kind of becomes very obvious. But yeah, like the night before, Sora was not like. If I would, I don't know if I put money on it because I was, whoops. I don't know if I put money on it because I mean, Piranha Plant's in the game; it could be anyone. But yeah, I didn't think it was going to be Sora. I'd convinced myself that it was either going to be. Excuse me. Sorry for coughing in everyone's ear. I'm such a bad YouTuber. I'd convinced myself that it was going to be one of 3. I had 3 characters that I was like, it's going to be one of these guys. I've been saying Lara Croft since like the beginning, as someone who kind of fits the mold nicely of what a Smash would fit nicely in with the rest of the Smash characters. Tomb Raider, obviously crazy popular and wildly influential. So I was like, yeah, it could be Lara Croft. And then I was like, oh, no, they're gonna end on the note that it's like Master Chief, or they're gonna go all out. It's gonna be the most bonkers pick ever, and they're gonna make it happen. And I was thinking of that one. I was like, that sounds more plausible than it would have been even a few years ago. Oh, that was thanks, level. But what do I want to say? I'll get hit by this final smash and think of what I want to say. But like Master Chief, it's kind of like it's one of those. It's a nice thought, and I'm sure that if Nintendo really wanted to, they could. And Microsoft obviously would. Well, why wouldn't they? But it's kind of like a little hard on. It's a bit on the nose for another company's character, and it's like I know Nintendo likes to have all these characters some way represented on their system or in their history. Master Chief is like, all right, is the Master Chief like it starts to open up a lot of weird questions of still like how are they going to make that work? So kind of gave up on that one, and then I was like, oh, it'll just be a Pokemon. It's Pokemon's anniversary. It'll be a Pokemon, and that's it. It'll be a. I was thinking it'll be like a Gen, whatever the current Gen is, the Sword and Shield one. Oh, I would have got you there. Pokemon, and that's how they're going to end it. Kind of happy they didn't, not because I don't like Pokemon, but I'm just like, I have so many Pokemon to choose from already. Why would I want to do it? Oh! The greed! The greed! I was done in by my own hubris. I really like that they got the black and white Sora in here. It's like, I didn't get any of his other costumes, like his Toy Story one or anything, but hey, here's a nod to how he changes as a character in all the worlds. See, I know a little about Kingdom Hearts. So the only Kingdom Hearts game I've played is Chain of Memories on the Game Boy Advance. Which I finished it. I completed it. Well, I don't know if I completed it. I finished the story. This was several years ago. I remember liking it. I remember I had never played anything quite like it. Because it's kind of like this real-time action RPG card battle game. I'd never really played anything like that. But I also had no idea what was going on. We were trying to save someone, and there was darkness, and I remember the best card in the game, the one I always wanted to have in my deck, or ready, was Cloud. I think he uses Omni Slash, I don't really remember, but that was the best move in the game. And I always wanted to have it. And I definitely put a... Whoop, I thought that would have hit. I definitely put a lot of them in my deck. So, yeah, that's my only experience with Kingdom Hearts. I'm sad to say. It's a series that, like, I'll play it. I will play it one day. If I can recover. I think the level saved me there. But yeah, it's a series, like, it's like always like I've always been interested in it. I just, oh, lucky me. I've just never made time for it. Also, like, I was one of the very few people that never had a PlayStation 2 growing up. I have one now, but I had a GameCube. That was my console that generation. It did not get nearly any games. So Kingdom Hearts kind of passed me by, and then the next generation I didn't get a PlayStation 3. I have one now, but I didn't get a PlayStation 3. And then the most recent generation, the past one, I didn't get a PlayStation 4. So all these games were kind of locked away from me. And I don't, like, all that probably makes it sound like, oh wow, look at this Nintendo fanboy. I have them all now. I have every Sony system now. And I'm going through and playing the games I missed out on. So, yeah, it's... And it's funny because like I also knew, and like I had all these opportunities to play now, all these Kingdom Hearts games on like the 3DS and the DS because there were so many of them there, and I remember being like, no, I don't want to play them because I want to start from the beginning. Like this is a story-centric franchise. I don't want to play 3-5. What was it? What's it called? 358 Days Over 2. I remember learning that title. And is it Recode that's on the DS? I have a bit of a... for games I don't play, I like to try to remember their names. But I was like, no, I'll play them when they all get together. And now they have that... like, what is it? Is it the story so far? Or, no, it's not that. They have a complete set that you can get that has like Kingdom Hearts, the whole story. And I was actually really excited when they announced that it was coming to Switch, and then they showed that it's cloud streaming. And I was just kind of like, no, I don't want cloud streaming games. I know, like, it's just not for me. If I'm going to pay for something, I'd like to know that they won't take it away from me later. So yeah, so there's my little history with Kingdom Hearts, my lack of history with Kingdom Hearts, that's for sure. I guess it's exciting to know that at some point we're going to get a Kingdom Hearts amiibo, which is wild to say. I could put a Kingdom Hearts amiibo beside my Banjo and Kazooie amiibo, beside my Sephiroth amiibo. When they first showed those things way back when, that's probably one of the last things I would have expected to say. I would have been like, oh good, another Mario. Oh good, another Yoshi. But it is going to be nice to have the full, it's nice that they kept them going. Like, I know, like, Amiibo have... they haven't really done much over the last few years. They've been really nice little collector's pieces, but functionality-wise, they're not... I mean, were they ever? But they're not really great. But it'll be nice to know that, like, this entire, like, roster, which is, like, the ultimate video game crossover, is also available in physical. You could have them all. The one thing that makes me sad, and will make me forever sad, is that Byleth is not getting you can only get the male Byleth, you can't get female Byleth. Whoa! The game lagged there. Which makes me sad. Like I said at the top of the show, I like her design and like even characterization. Like male Byleth always looks sleepy and cranky. But it was like, oh, like Robin got both amiibo, Corrin got Corrin got both amiibo. Why can't Byleth? But they did say that both Pyra and Mithra are getting amiibo, which is, I guess that makes up for it. And I guess like if I'm asking for all the alt characters to get an amiibo, I'd be asking for the Koopalings, which I mean would be absolutely amazing. But starting to ask for a lot, and then trying to find these things is impossible to begin with. So. I don't know what I was trying to do there. I think I was going to try to counter your final smash. You can't do that. Cannot do that. Yeah, I kind of wish you could choose which you wanted to use of his these moves. I get that it might be a bit overpowered if you could. But you can't really use them in a pinch, which is somewhat annoying. Oh, that is wrong. Yeah. I'm holding on to dear life, but I don't like my odds anymore. Oh! There you go. Good game. I guess the big question now is, well, I mean, there's a lot of big questions now, but the big question for Smash is like, what's next? I think the safe bet, if I had to take a guess at the safe bet, is that they're just going to port Ultimate to the next Switch, or whatever they call their next system. I always like to say Switch U. I mean, no one thought they were going to call it the Wii U, and there you go. But, like, I think just porting it and, like, letting this game live as, like, the Smash game for, like, 10 years, I think makes sense. I mean, look at Mario Kart 8 on Switch. It's got, like, 35 million sales. It's, one of the biggest successes they've had in a really long time. If they launched the next Switch in like a year, or two, like 2-3 years, 4 years maybe, with Ultimate, like kind of like Ultimate Edition and all the DLC, that's a pretty good launch title, or like a launch window game. That's what I think the next Smash is. It's not necessarily going to be like Smash 6, I guess, or 7 if you count the it's complicated. But yeah, that's my bet. Is that we'll be playing this game until like 2030 as like the Smash game. But then after that, who knows? Sakurai has, like, I know, like, he said after Brawl that he was done making Smash games, and then he wasn't, and then he wasn't again. But this kind of feels like done. Like, it kind of feels like, where do you, what got left on the cutting room table here? Like Waluigi? So I don't know if he'll come back to make the next one, but those are my musings on Smash Brothers. There'll be another one. Like, these things sell too well. Oh, just out of the way. if you can get your opponent off stage and have the Thunder or Thundaga, you have a good shot at knocking him out. Oof. Got all of me there. Ah! Oh! Hey! Fainted it. Ah! It's so close. I wanted you to make it. I wanted to see if that was possible. Look at that smile. That just one black line across the face smile. Oh hey, we're in the King of Fighters ring. So actually, this is the kind of level. This is interesting because this is the kind of level that I don't think Sora is particularly going to be very. I don't want to say good. I think it'll be fine, but like that it's at your advantage because there's like you're always on the same plane. Like you're always on like the ground. And Sora's all like in those Battlefield maps, he was pretty good at always having a way to get a little bit airborne or just above you, really. So like maybe like on level like on flat stages like this and like the Final Destination ones, like I could see Sora having a disadvantage, especially if I was like fighting like a character like a Terry or a character like any of the fighting game ones who are really good at that was lucky at these flat stages. This is always one of my favorite arenas just to look at. There's just something like the way they set up the camera. There's like a really nice epic scale to it. Right on the toe. I don't think I looked at his taunts yet. Yeah, recovering from that up B is you better not miss because you are going to be very vulnerable. I like his side B a lot better than because it's similar to Pikachu. Stop trying to counter final matches; it doesn't work. Stop trying to make fetch happen. Yeah, I always liked this level. Oh, he lives! Oh, but not for long. Oh. I think that was like not very many frames off your counter. So that's a really strange expression, Sora. The staring straight up, but with like, because both his pupils are in like the middle of his face. It's a silly expression. It's cute. It's just funny. Well, I thought I was on the left. I was like, wait, I didn't do the thing I told my character to do. So that was like 5 hits, and neither of us touched the floor. Oh, I was convinced I had you there. His sliding kick, his sliding A, is decently strong. It's those big shoes of his. They do so much damage. Oh. I don't know, like, I don't know the names of any of the characters in the background. I know they're SNK characters. And I know one of them has, I always know this thing, it's kind of like a belt between his legs that must make walking around impossible. And I always notice it every time I see it. So like, this guy walking around with his cool belt between his ankles, or his knees. It's one of those, like, you look cool, but is it functional? I don't think so. Especially, like, he's a fighting game character. Like, you try to do a flying scissor kick at a guy when you've got a belt between your legs. It's just always one of those, like, design things that always, like, stuck out to me. All right, so this is the final rumble of the night. This is the final match. It's Sora versus Sora, as it always was meant to be. I'm sure that's a Kingdom Hearts plot thread at some point. But yeah, hope everyone enjoyed this stream. This was, like I said, my first time trying Sora out, and for the foreseeable future, this will be the last first time of a Smash character. What will we do? So yeah, hope everyone enjoyed and found my ranting and opinions on old games and new games interesting. I will endeavor to play the Kingdom Hearts games. I know it's got legions and legions of fans out there, and it's got to be for a reason. It's got to be, it's got to be good if that many people are so passionate about it, right? So I will endeavor to play them at some point, so I could finally be able to say, oh, this costume is from this game, and it means this, and it symbolizes Sora's undying devotion to Roxas, the only other Kingdom Hearts character other than Goofy and Mickey and Donald, whose name I know. Wait, isn't there someone named Aqua? I feel like I remember that because it's like the band Aqua. And I know Organization 13 is a thing, which I remember because of Section 13, Section 31, which is just... Oh, I'm not facing the right direction. But which is just 1331, the same numbers, different order. But that's from Star Trek, so that kind of sticks in my mind. That's how I make associations between things. I'm like, oh, this reminds me of Star Trek. Oh, this reminds me of Euro pop band from the early 2000s. Maybe my most controversial opinion of the night. I really like Aqua. I like their later stuff better. Yeah, I like when they went through their dark phase. That no one talks about. Oh, so close. There it is. Great games, Neil. And there's that face. We're gonna end on the looking straight up ahead. I like. It's cute. It's really cute. It's just. It's. If I could describe it, it's a Pac-Man face. If that makes any sense. Hey, maybe it's the eyes, because the eyes are just, they're Pac-Man. But yeah, anyway, we'll end here. So thank you everyone for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. I've been Alex from Link Cable Gaming. I was joined today by my good friend Nilo. Hi Nilo, thank you for joining and for playing Smash Bros with me. It was tons of fun. Yeah, and I gotta do the plugs. Yeah, you gotta do YouTube stuff or plugs if you're on YouTube. So make sure to like and subscribe. I'm trying to think of where else we are. We're on Facebook. We're on TikTok now. Oh my god, I'm a TikToker. I feel so out of place. I go on there and everyone's like 15 years old, and I'm just like, oh, I'm gonna say stuff about old games and just kind of pretend I'm cool. But yeah, linkcablegaming.com. That's where you can find all our stuff. Make sure to check us out there. And yeah, I'll end on that note. So thanks everyone for tuning in. Have a good night. I'll talk to you later.